Hey guys, Turret here bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Nexus. Name's spawning on the left. This is not Kobal, this is JibberJabberJobber playing his US forces. Going for Infantry company. And fighting against him coming from the right hand side of the map. We have Kobal playing as Ostheer, who's gone for Festung Armour. In terms of rankings here, Jibber is rank 2 with USF, Kobal rank 18 as Ostheer. Trying desperately to get this fuel control is Jibber, but it doesn't look like it's going to work out. Jumps out of the building on this side. It's out of range of the machine gun, able to bully the pyres away, and pyres aren't really doing anything there anyway. Still decapturing the sector, so it doesn't really matter. Sent the second rifle out to this side, has gone for Infantry company, by the way.
Rifle squad ready for action.
Got some sandbags up. He's about to arrive here. Race for the building, and it's Kobal who wins it. Gets one squad, one model down from that squad. 3 Gradius. Rifleman coming in here on the flank. So he's going to jump into the building with that, perhaps. Our repositioning could go up to cap the VP. Well, no, it's pyres that were extremely low, coming back to cap up the munis point. Getting sandwiched here. Rifleman in some trouble, but does get the cut off at least. Has somewhat neutralized the machine gun. Hasn't seen too much action so far. And here we go. 4 riflemen. Jibber's been doing this a lot recently. This is his new innovation. Let's see how it goes. That Pax has been telling me it's trash. So let's see how it goes in Jibber's hands. Pax Ajax, that is. Okay, riflemen, 3 of them here. Got MG42 also here. Didn't try to switch focus fire across here, just keeping this one under pressure. It's gonna be able to crawl out though, the light cover keeping it from getting pinned.
Enemy forces are securing
Dropping
our
down
territory.
here now. Pretty even split on the map, but a nice cut-off play here. Maybe the 4th rifleman enabling that kind of play. Power builds the sandbags as well. And jams these greenies from going any further with the squad inside the building. Here's into the lieutenant. Straight away going for mechanized as soon as the lieutenant's hitting the field. This could be a wipe, actually. This is bad news for Kobal. He's got to get out of here fast. A bit of body blocking. This could be quite nasty. Lead model, though, getting past there quite cleanly. The squad getting behind the fence as well. Didn't fire this entire time. It's still going to be quite close, but it looks like they're going to get away. Maybe not the best execution of that by Jibber. Some body blocking, and the 3rd squad actually firing the entire time. I think that was pretty much guaranteed wipe.
The enemy is taking our territory.
2G2 in the build now for Kobal. Pretty good timing on that. Haven't gone for just the 3 Grenadiers.
The enemy has driven a wedge in
Stalling
our
out,
lines.
staying inside that building and going to cap up here. Not trying to plant any tank traps though. Quite a lot of resources free for Jibber, getting a mine down there. So he's going to try to go straight for the Stuart, and that's actually going to come in at a really good timing here too. Look at that, right on 70 fuel. Quite a slow pace at this particular stage of the game though. Looks like he could run over this mine almost immediately. Not upgrading the sweepers. It's gone for 1 LMG and the medics. Heading up to the northern VP. Triple cap against Kobal at this stage. Now going into the next grenadier. This is a little bit risky though. This Stuart's going to be on the field very shortly. Got a bazooka upgraded by Jibber. And there we go, it does indeed hit that. Now trying to close the distance, looking to finish the 222 off with that mine. With the next 10 grenades, but no. Still Poe's capping at the moment, not able to repair. Maybe this could allow the Stuart to come in and close the show. Grenadier's coming through. It's just got enough for 1 Faust. Got the Grenadiers there shielding. Got that Faust range bullets and didn't get the Faust off on this one. Or this one. I thought that was an easy Faust opportunity. I think Kobal did too. Not sure why that didn't activate there. That's good news for Jibber, able to come up to the north now, chase away this squad quite quickly. Necessary because he did lose control of the fuel down at the bottom. Doesn't really have any units down there to contest. It's a little bit low with that as well. Kobal starts the pack at a good timing. But still a little bit slow. He doesn't have the pack build time bulletin either. Trying to jam the capture here, and eventually Jibber does have to retreat. So Kobal going to hold on to that fuel for quite a bit longer now. Stuart pushing around the corner, looking to force off the machine gun so he can go cap that with the rear echelon next. Meanwhile, the Grenadiers in a 2-on-1 here, getting forced off. And now a machine gun for Jibber. Hasn't started to equip the M1919s yet.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
Still looking to play more dynamically. Okay, right, as I say that, it gets one now.
Sector.
Okay, a bit of damage in there from the Stuart. Try and check if he's taking grenades or not. Not yet. Bunch of sandbags coming up. 222 coming around the corner again. Pack missing. Gonna get a second opportunity though. Connects on that one, and a lot of sandbags down there for Jibber. 222 forcing away the rifleman on the edge. Backpedals out of the sandbag region, but here comes the 50 cal from the side. Bit of burst. Good chunk of damage on the 222. Eyes are way down at the bottom as well, so this is a little bit risky. A little bit of heavy cover here. No cover for these Grenadiers out in the open. Stuart heading up to the north, not repaired, but looking to force off the Grenadiers. Pretty safe behind this fence from the pack. Knows that it's in the centre. MG doesn't quite get any damage done. 222 forced back in to keep this pack safe. Now it could still be at risk though. Squad chasing in for the snare. Pack does get home, but it will have to go home, you know, heal up. So maybe the Stuart could come in here, do some more work, but Pack coming back to the front lines. Just reinforced it, did put his tech building quite close to that side, so able to get that forward reinforced going. And the Pyos flanking the 50 cal here, coming out from the bottom. Getting some nice territory control going, and now a mortar half-track from Jibber. Can break up the team weapons. One of the nice things about the mortar half-track is how responsive it is. Compared to regular mortars, you can switch from target to target so quickly, which makes a big difference in these high-ranked games where players are so fast at dodging that indirect fire. That extra responsiveness makes it a lot easier to do damage. And the fast rotations as well, it's much quicker being on wheels. So we'll can get a lot of value out of it. And since he's got 4 riflemen, plenty of snares to keep it safe from like a 2-2-2 dive as well. Will of course delay his medium tanks though. Sniper next from Kobal, it's interesting.
The enemy is taking our territory.
I think ordinarily, you know, a lot of players would be going for a second machine gun against the M1919 rifleman, but already countered by the mortar half-track, the double MGs, so goes for the sniper instead, which is a fine option for sure. Kobal has had decent territory control for quite some time. Rifle capping down here now. 2-2 a little bit occupied. Activate the incendiary rounds, but the pack's coming up here. He's got inside the building spotting this though, I think. Pack coming all the way up, connects once with the Stuart. With the sniper up here now as well, but about to get flanked by a couple squads. And the pack in quite a compromised position so far forwards. MG Grenadiers there though to soften up the riflemen on approach. Pack trying to get out now. Bazooka connects on the 2-2-2. He's got that equipped with the M1919 as well. Has to retreat though with that sniper there. And he's right to do it as well. Got caught on retreat. LMG squad into the retreat as well. Oh boy. Stuart coming around the corner here. No snares. Grenadiers coming in now. The squads. Oh. He activated the shell shock, which I think is the wrong thing to do there, right? Because I think the shell shock hits only do half damage. I think with just a regular shot he would have got the kill on the 2-2-2. Shell shock does, I think, increase, well, it does increase the rate of fire slightly, but I don't know. Oh, that was a missed opportunity. Oh, rifle dead. Kobal got the kill. But Jibber maybe a little bit too focused on that dive after the 2-2-2 and sniper. Cost him a rifle, but you know, he had one extra, so maybe that's the grand plan. You lose one, it's not nearly as devastating. Huge hit on the wrong side of the heavy cover though. Lucky not to lose more models than that. Bit slow to react here, Jibber. Deciding to back out, Kobal. Second shot wouldn't have killed, I don't think. Kobal has massively suffered in terms of territory control while this has been going on though. Doesn't have his tech up yet. Pros are retreating though at this stage. Maybe they could build it. Still going to be a lot of manpower away. Trying to squeeze in, you know, like a 4th grenadier as well as the sniper. It's just hurting me a little bit too much in terms of manpower right now.
That's it. Fully reinforced.
Putting up the tech. Interesting to see if he goes for the Panzer IV-J or the regular Panzer IV. Around the corner, but there's a 50 cal waiting there. You just have to get out fast. Okay, a lot of munitions spare for Kobal at the moment. Could maybe start getting a little bit more liberal with his rifle nade usage. Maybe consider using green medkits on this grenadier as well earlier. Oh boy, here's some trouble. Stuart diving in. Pack's under so much pressure though, he can't afford to set it up and start shooting back. So it looks like that's going to be the end of the 222 here. Good timing on that by Jibber. And the machine gun under pressure as well. Set up for 1-2 attack rounds. Goes for this spot, but Jibber actually doubling back. And it works out well for him. Gets away with that, Stuart. Decent attack round attempts there from Kobal. About that trick play from Jibber. It might have worked out. Sounded like this wasn't making much engine noise as well, so Kobal couldn't really get a read on it from the engine noise movements. Sherman in the build now for Jibber. Looks like Kobal holding off on reinforcing. Needs that tank out now to fight back. So far the sniper's been doing alright, but hasn't really been punishing Jibber that hard. Branching out to the far fuel and VP area with that. This could be a prime rifle nade. I'm pretty sure he's in rifle nade range there. But yeah, I think Kobal, you know, should start to spam those a bit more. Don't have a huge amount on this commander you're trying to save your munis for. Got railway artillery, but it's not really that strong in these 1v1s typically, so start stacking up one more thing, trying to overwhelm Jibber with some rifle nade dodges. See where that leads. Maybe even put some air mines down on the VPs. Could be an option. Just away down the south now. There's a 4 is on the field, and you know, with that extra armor, going to be very strong against a Sherman. Still has to contend with that Stuart though being on the field, and got some bazookas coming through onto the Major here. So Jibber looking to shore up his anti-tank defences. That does mean he has teched weapon racks. Don't know if I've heard any bars yet. Light AT mine there. Sniper working in here. Back moving up on the Sherman, gets one shot in. Try to come in on the flank now with the rifleman. Looks like the sniper's being deployed over there. The mortar half-track working well against Kobal. Rifleman doing well on the long range, but the sniper really tipping the scales in Kobal's favour. So he decides to soft retreat back there. Sniper coming in on the 50 cal now, a little bit exposed. But he's trying to take some risks, trying to fight back strongly. Before pushing in a bit deeper. Do you have to worry about that rifle spot getting the snare off? Jibber doing a good job making use of those sight blockers very effectively. Kobal meanwhile going for the capture here. And making strong use of this building. It's not often that you have a large enough army to just leave a squad inside this building so frequently, like Jibber has so far, but he's been pretty successful with that. Now, get out of there is Jibber. P4 going to bust through this fence, open things up a bit. Oh boy, this could be trouble though. Trying to get in snaring range. Nearly knocks out the Stuart. Oh, the mine triggers. Panzer IV in some big trouble. Is the Sherman going to try close the show? The pack's right here. Here he comes around the corner, but the Grenadiers are there. Ready for the intercept. Pack trying to get barraged by the mortar half-track, but it's already moved off. switch it down into hull down mode while he repairs it up here as well. Interesting option. And there we go. It is making use of the green med kits this time. Good idea. Sherman crushing away this fence row, making this building quite strong for Jibber now. Controlling this side of the map. Not going to help him too much against a sniper. And there we go. Nice pack shot. Popping target weak point. Connects, but he's out of range for any further damage. 14 kills now on that snipers. Really starting to hurt. Maybe we could see a bit more smoke activation from the mortar half track. Ooh! Ooh! Very, very lucky break there for Jibber. Sniper goes down. Was quite far forwards, but just coincidental mortar shell doing the lion's share of the damage. That's a heartbreaker for Kobal. He's dropping down. 3 over here, I think. He's had enough of that building. Oh boy, but the Pack's in some trouble here, getting beamed by the M1919. Meanwhile, the Panzer IV blasting through those bazookas. Pack does get away alive. Sherman, though, not full strength here. Blocking the shell shock, trying to get in range for the snare, but gives up, goes into the retreat. P4 backing off, another Panzer IV on the build now for Kobal.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Probably needs another Pio next for more repairs after that.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Pretty close to a Jackson if that's what he wants to go for next. Chased off there by the Grenadiers. Kind of interesting to see, you know, these riflemen still not Vet 3. Neither is the Lieutenant, whereas all the Grenadiers are Vet 3. Often a bit slower to vet.
To steal our sector. We have a new Panzer IV.
And it is indeed going to be the Jackson.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Expecting the Pack rotation, backs off preemptively with the Stuart. Pack is hidden in that direction. And now without the sniper, a lot harder to deal with these machine guns as well.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Priors get too low here. And there we go, smoke. That's interesting. Second Panzer IV rolling through the middle, and that's going to clear off the machine gun through the center. Stuart and Sherman rolling around to the north. Kobal still struggling for territory control though. Quite strong through the middle, but so low on VPs already. Stuck him with a time fuse there. Applying some pretty decent bleed as it backs out. This is what Jibber's been waiting for. Oh, Pack trying to come through the middle, but gets hit by the time fuse as well. Now repositioning that. And as I was saying, slow repairs for Kobal with just the one Pio. Decides to go for a second Pack though, instead of more repairs. Definitely going to be helpful against the Jackson. He doesn't know it's on the field yet, but alright. So that's the trade-off he's going to take. Slow repairs, more anti-tank. And this is, oh boy, in a huge spot of bother. Pops the blitz to get away. The Jackson though coming in a little bit too slow. Grenadiers there with the Faust. The blitz saving the day. The second Panzer IV heading up. Like he did break through down the bottom. There was a 50 cal down here earlier, but Kobal capping up there now. Jackson, he swapped the Stuart's crew into the Jackson, so it's Vet 2 straight off. Sometimes having the Stuart vetted up is quite nice because it does have a quite a long line of sight, which can be handy, but he still does have the Major available as a sight tool. Couple of double packs up to the north, guarded by this Grenadier. Interrupts the repairs. Second pie now for Kobal. They're saved up for another railway artillery. They're just going to start feeling a bit desperate now. This could be a completely different story if he still had that sniper. He'd be doing so much better, but unfortunately it's not the case. And look at this, he's trying to plant a mine into the retreat path here. Kobal retreats early. Looks like he'll be slightly to the south of it. So Jibber cancels that, and he does have a bar as well as the M1919 on that rifle.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
So they will be blasting these Grenadiers. It's a pretty tight contest between the Grenadiers and the regular M1919 riflemen, but stack a bar on top as well. And big edge to the rifleman at that stage. So we're just working the VPs. You can see constantly focusing on that. Jackson here looking for an angle and finds it because this fence has been crushed. Ooh! A little bit late on the retreat. Grenadier down. Painful there for Kobal. And Jackson switched from down here to up here. Looking for a different angle on the Panzer IV. Is there though, going to stop the Jackson from chasing in, pops the smoke, try to keep that safe. Attack round on the bazookas, doesn't work out. Clears off the sandbags with the other pack.
We are now authorized to request more powerful units.
The Panzer IV coming through the center, the Stuart could be in some trouble here. Boom boom, oh boy, but the snaring squad is there. Jackson's not chasing in though, the pack is still there, the second pack coming up as well to try and keep things safe. And Jibber gives up the chase, he's in a comfortable position, he doesn't need to dive in and kill. He's got the triple cap, he's got the map in his possession, so it's really up to Kobal to fight back here. He's not going to overplay his hand. I forgot to mention, this is not a ladder match, this is organised game. These guys are playing on the Master League tournament mod, so no abandons. Just constantly building up these sandbags, causing issues for Kobal. Another Sherman now for Jibber. Can't quite fit in his pop cap, but if he does the old D-crew trick, he will be able to. Panzer IVs though, applying some pretty nice bleed. We're nearly going down there. But you can see the Grenadiers losing to the riflemen now up in the north. Especially when you factor in that mortar half-track. Right, AT mine getting triggered there. Kobal just struggling to fight his way out of this stranglehold at the moment. Trying to come up to the north, clear off that rifle squad. It's going to get snared. Pack pushing in quite deep. Doesn't have anything to provide vision at this stage. He force off the mortar half track though. Oh, and he kills it with the attack round, I'm pretty sure. Well done. Sherman now looking for the decrew on this. But the second pack's there as well. This could be good for Kobal. Sherman backs out though. Coming back up. Oh, that's exactly what Kobal needed. Rifleman getting wiped. Feeling desperate. Drops down the railway artillery just to clear off the machine gun in the center. So I think if I'm Kobal now, I'd probably be trying to do some really risky plays with my pack. Just pushing it up somewhere where you wouldn't expect and trying to knock out one of these tanks of Jibber. This low on VPs. Oh boy, it's not working out for him though. Sherman backing off. Panzer IV missing a couple crucial hits there. Could have got the kill perhaps.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Oh, another rifle squad dead all of a sudden. How did that happen? I can't really explain it if I'm honest. Perhaps the shell shock as he fades away here. So Panzer IV can't chase. But there we go, Kobal. Finally breaking out through in the north. He got 2 squad wipes. If he killed the Sherman as well, he'd actually be in a pretty good position right now, but hasn't managed to do that, and oh boy, he's gone. This could be a bit of a stretch. Trying to take all the way up to the Panther. It's good for for the long game, of course, but for the situation he's in right now, it might be a bit much to try and save for that. Compared to just going for another Panzer IV. Major artillery coming down. Points are draining again from Kobal. He's got to get into the center. MG locking down this avenue. He's got to get that neutralized going. Here he comes now. Sherman on high explosive. Grenadiers coming into the center.
We are losing a sector.
Second pack back at base at the moment. It's maybe impacting his aggression. See these Grenadiers really struggling against those double weapon upgraded riflemen. They make so much more of a difference in 1v1 where they're just not constantly getting bombarded by the Brumbier or a Panzerwerfer. Panther coming in, but the Stuart there with the shell shock to keep it safe. It's going to be a lot of repairs for Kobal again. Of course, hull down quite strong on the Panther. I've seen that from Kobal in the past. The range bonus it gives makes the Panther extremely hard to deal with. He drops down the railway artillery again just to try and hold on to the VPs. Or just, Jibber just backs out. Waits for the timer to wear out. Panzer IV hull down in the center. Panzer IV heading up here now to try and handle this, but we've got some bazookas inside the building as well. Coming in for the Blitz Crush. Retreats. Just the major bit of pushing on the other bazookas, but now he's exposed himself to a anti-tank grenade. Big hits on the rear echelon though. He's committed, he's staying up here. The second Panzer IV coming up. The pack setting up, connects once. Oh, the second Panzer IV though gets a nasty hit. That could be the end of that rifle squad. He's trying to get the kill with the Panzer IV, and he does. Pack though going down to the Scot in the center. Panther's there. Oh boy, might be overcommitting here with the Panzer IV. Jackson was waiting around the corner. Just popped the armor-piercing rounds as well. The pack didn't push up at all. Attack round missing though for Jibber. Kobal just hanging in there. He's mobilizing this Panther now. Sherman could come in on the flanks though, and does. Rear armor hit. Still with the rear armor exposed. The Jackson now coming through the center. Panther trying to hide away, but he's crushed through all these sight blockers. Coming in here, flanking the machine gun. So many repairs required for Kobal. Looks like it's going to stay detected for a little bit longer. Enough for that Panzer IV to drive off the center. 50 cal set up at a nice angle here though to shut down these Grenadiers as they approach. Oh, but they managed to launch a rifle nade before the suppression kicks in. Still just hanging in there though, one model remaining. Firing out some smoke now to cover the capture, looking to close the show on the victory points. Panzer IV trying to attack ground into that smoke, worried about the bazookas. Grenadiers jump in there to jam the capture. This squad coming through for the Faust. But all of Kobal's tanks are so low at the moment. Oh boy, and the Sherman getting some big hits. The drain's going to be back on. The pack's back there though.
We are losing. We have 10 points remaining.
Oh, more smoke. Reechelon going to try hide inside. Close the show right here. Attack ground from the Panzer IV. Second Panzer IV coming in as well. Popping the Blitz, going for a bit of crush action. Doesn't really work too well with the VP flag being right there. Jackson, no. Sherman coming back in. Hold fire. Bounces though. Not a rear armor hit. And the rear echelon able to hide in the smoke for long enough for Jibber to close the show. So yeah, that was just a really strong early game from Jibber. Maybe the 4 riflemen paying off. Led to a ultra fast Stuart. Just such a quick Stuart. Really caused issues for Kobal. You know, he tried to go for that 4th Grenadier into the pack, but that meant the pack arrived a little bit late for the super fast Stuart. And then he tried to squeeze in the sniper as well, but then that slowed down his medium tank a little bit. So just Jibber, you know, playing very strongly this game, showing us the strength of the 4 rifle start, the double weapons as well. Mean that the Grenadiers just losing the fights everywhere. That's a one-on-one. One-on-one riflemen versus Grenadiers. Grenadiers losing every single time. And that really hurt Kobal's ability to fight back onto the map. A little bit unfortunate about his sniper loss, you know, just a mortar shell trying to target the rifleman and ending up knocking out his sniper. It was pushed up pretty far, but it was definitely unfortunate. From there, Jibber not really overplaying his hand, just constantly applying the bleed. Very good Jackson positioning throughout this whole match as well. So quite impressed by that. You know, he's like firing from over here, then he rotated up to here, expecting Kobal to rotate. Preemptive rotations. As for Kobal, I think needs to be a little bit more liberal with his munitions use. You know, the railway artillery doesn't really do too much. Maybe just firing off more rifle nades. Getting some S-mines down. Don't think he had much of a chance to plant tellers. And he was kind of hurt. Constantly repairing up his tanks in the late game. So didn't get much of a chance to do anything else with the POs in the later stages. But yeah. Oh well, GG. Yeah, interesting game here. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like good game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.